Welcome along, fellow time travelers. This is Scott Cardinal. In this micro lesson, we're going to check out the yacht formerly owned by Johnny Depp. So let's get rolling. Along with his incredible real estate portfolio, Johnny Depp used to own a really magnificent yacht that he has since sold. He purchased the yacht so he could get to his private Bahamian island and also to maybe even sail around the world, and also as an investment since he would be able to rent it out to other millionaires. Now, almost no one can figure out how to pronounce the name of his yacht, but I'm going to try it once and I won't try to pronounce it ever again for the rest of this video or for the rest of my life, and I recommend you do the same. It is made up of the first two letters of his family. So there's the VA for Vanessa Paradis, and then a JO for Johnny, and then an LIRO for Lily Rose, and then a JA for Jack. So it is possible that it was pronounced as follows: Vajalaroja. Vajalaroja. I don't know, it's best I can do. It reportedly required 8 crew members to operate it and cost between $300,000 and $400,000 a month to maintain. All things considered, it might not have been the best purchase on earth, but you know what they say, if you ever become wealthy, don't buy a boat. It's cheaper and easier to simply rent somebody else's. As you can imagine, in order to create this video, I had to do a lot of research. There were a ton of articles that I had to read, and if I had to read the word pirate or pirate inspired one more time, I was really going to go out of my mind. So check it out. Here are my thoughts about this. As of the date of this recording, Johnny Depp has starred in over 100 feature films. In 2003, he was cast in the role of a pirate. I assume, but I do not know, that he probably worked on that film for roughly 3 months. So Johnny Depp's about 60 years old almost, and he spent 3 months about 20 years ago playing a pirate. I know there were sequels, but stick with me here. And yet, because of that role 20 years ago that he played for a few months, there are now countless articles everywhere around the world that seem to insinuate that pretty much all of his purchases, from his clothes to his homes to his boats, are all motivated by his role as a pirate. Now, I know people like to think stuff like that, but that simply was not the case with this yacht. For starters, the boat was not built or designed for Johnny Depp. The yacht was built in 2001 by a company called Protexin Turquoise Yachts. Now, that company was established in 1997 by 2 leaders of the Turkish boat building industry, and the company is headquartered in Istanbul. Johnny Depp had no role whatsoever in the formation or the running of that company. They're a completely different entity, nothing to do with them at all. And the boat itself was designed by a gentleman named, and I'm going to massacre his name, not my fault, I can't figure this out. Maybe you can pronounce it better, and if so, let me know in the comments below. But his first name is, he's still alive, his first name is Osman, last name, oh god. Okay, let's go with his middle name. No, first name Osman, middle name Tanju, and his last name is Kalasioglu? Kalaycioglu. Kalasioglu. Yeah, why not? Osman Tanju Kalayasoglu. Anyway, he was the designer of the boat. Now, a company called Neptune Osis Studio was responsible for creating the interior. Not the interior design, but the actual construction and, I guess, design of the interior. You know, how that's all done. And he's an award-winning yacht interior and product designer, according to his website, based in London. And he's been working on different sized, high-end yachts and residential and hospitality projects, as well as furniture and product designs for the world's top-end furniture manufacturers. So that's cool, right? So that's good. And then the boat's interior, we're talking about interior design stuff, for the original boat, when it was originally made, was designed by a British design studio known as Redman Whiteley Dixon. At the time of its completion, the boat sailed under the name Anatolia, and it was purchased by Johnny Depp in October of 2006, after it had been on the market for a while. Now, supposedly, according to one of these articles that I read, he bought it sight unseen for an undisclosed amount. But come on, between you and me, that really doesn't make any sense, right? It's probably not true. Especially since it's been said that he paid anywhere from $8 million all the way up to $30 million for the boat. So chances are that he bought it sight unseen, probably not true. I mean, come on, no one's doing that. So soon after acquiring it, he hired the firm of LM Pagano Design to update the interior. Now, according to that company's website, L.M. Pagano is the award-winning interior and architectural designer for homes and hotels and yachts all around the world. And she has worked with many stars, including Nicolas Cage and Johnny Depp, and her work has been featured in Vogue and Vanity Fair and other places. Now, Johnny Depp hired her after seeing what a really great job she did designing the interiors of the yacht belonging to Nicolas Cage. You see, Johnny Depp was living on Nicolas Cage's yacht at that time. So upon being hired, she flew to Turkey to see the boat. And the interior designer herself has described the interior as being Art Deco meets Orient Express. And then when she went to meet Johnny Depp, she brought along an image of a 1920s library interior. And she showed it to him, and he agreed that that was what he would like. So when she was hired, she was given less than 5 months to find the artisans and to source and order materials, and to get everything to Los Angeles, and also to fabricate the furniture and the window coverings and the linens. And she incorporated the original Honduran mahogany paneling and blended it with custom-built Art Deco-influenced furnishings and some vintage fabrics and vintage accessories. The vintage fabrics included patterned velvets, custom woven on original Art Deco looms, and silks and cut velvets and mohair velvets and French linens. She had said that every pillow and curtain has unique vintage trim, and added that they were embroidered, hand-tied, feathered, hand-painted, beaded, and other stuff. Pagano said that the lampshades had antique shades that were repurposed from other sources. She also said in an interview that she sourced vintage accessories from antique shops and flea markets in Los Angeles and New York and New Orleans and Paris and the French Riviera. According to L.M. Pagano, the saturated jewel tones and gilded wood set the atmosphere for exotically embroidered and vintage fabrics and accessories sourced from around the world. She also said that she collects vintage textiles, and she would use one-of-a-kind pieces of silk that a textile artist custom screened in the 1930s. And the interior design of the boat has often been described as being a combination between gypsy caravan, Art Deco luxury hotel, and the fanciest private railway car. And so, it is quite obvious that Johnny Depp's yacht was not inspired by his role as a pirate any more than it was of Edward Scissorhands or Willy Wonka or Sweeney Todd or the Mad Hatter or Donnie Brasco. So, it sure would be nice if people would stop saying that just because there's some burgundy-colored velvet here and there. Now, as far as some of the structural changes that Johnny Depp had made to the boat, check this out. He had the upper deckhouse extended by more than 18 feet in order to allow room for a captain's cabin. And the overhang was extended to create a shaded conversation and dining space. And a new raised sunbathing platform was also built. And Johnny Depp's team had consulted with the original designer and employed many of the craftsmen who had originally worked on the yacht. Now, after spending some time in Miami for the final phase of the refit, the yacht was fully completed in May of 2008. And the refit supposedly cost Johnny Depp over $7 million. Now, as far as the layout, the yacht sleeps 10 people in 5 staterooms. Now, the master bedroom faces forward on the main deck with remarkable 180-degree views. And the 4 guest suites are located on the lower deck and include 1 VIP, 1 double, 1 twin, and 1 bunk cabin with upper and lower berths large enough to sleep adults. The master stateroom has a plush king-size bed. And there are old-fashioned chenille wall coverings with a black and gold starfeet serpent pattern. And the windows are coated on the outside with one-way mirrors for privacy. Beneath the forward windows were installed velvet-topped banquettes. And there's a writing desk adorned with enameled and 24-karat gold inlaid knobs, which could also be found in various shades throughout the yacht. The master bathroom is brightened by a large window that doubles as an escape hatch. And Depp and Pagano kept the Jerusalem beige stonework and the square knot motif on the shower doors and the warm Honduran mahogany paneling. Now, the lower deck guest accommodations open to a large lobby that is reminiscent of an elegant old hotel. Each of the guest suites feature a different Italian wall covering. And there's also sleeping quarters for a nanny. and each cabin has an ensuite bathroom. The yacht has a cozy salon with 10 large windows that offer really wonderful views. And additional amenities include an indoor dining hall, a private cinema, and a range of water toys. For those who know the technical stuff about boats, here's information that you will be interested in. And for those of you, like me, who don't know what I'll be talking about, hang tight, I'm going to get through this as quick as I can. The yacht is 156 feet in length, and it is powered by two 480 horsepower Caterpillar 3406C engines. It has a cruising speed of 12 knots and a top speed of 14 knots. And she, are you still allowed to refer to boats as she's? I don't know. She is also fitted with quantum zero speed stabilizers. And she has a steel hull and aluminum superstructure. And this adds up to a gross tonnage of 229 tons. Also, something called a Kaleidoscape entertainment system and top-of-the-line communication systems were installed in the yacht. Now, according to their website, today, more than 1,000 luxury yachts are fitted with the Kaleidoscape system. Kaleidoscape's new marine movie service enables yacht owners to custom configure their onboard movie system with the content of their choice in the highest fidelity available. During Johnny Depp's ownership, the yacht would be offered for charter for $130,000 a week, plus expenses, during peak seasons, and $110,000 during the low seasons. And it included kayaks and windsurfing board and a dinghy. After Johnny Depp's wedding to, well, you know, his ex-wife, the yacht was renamed Amphitrite, who was, and actually still is, the goddess of the sea and Poseidon's wife in Greek mythology. And as you likely know, she was also one of the 50 daughters of the sea god Nereus, who was a shapeshifter, by the way, and Doris, who was the daughter of Oceanus. In 2015, Johnny Depp was engaged in several meetings with his advisors, and it was concluded that he needed to liquidate many of his prized possessions in order to avoid bankruptcy. And so Johnny Depp sold his yacht to author J.K. Rowling for, it has been reported, either $27 million or close to $29 million. She supposedly fell in love with the boat after having chartered it during a vacation. Interestingly, less than a year after she bought it, she listed it for sale for a little over $19 million. So, imagine rolling in so much dough that you could take a $10 million loss like that. Incredible. The current owner is unknown, but he's believed to be a businessman, and the boat now sails under the name Arriva. And so this concludes this micro lesson about the yacht formerly owned by Johnny Depp and J.K. Rowling. Have any thoughts about the subject matter? Please put those in the comments below and share what's on your mind. If you enjoyed this video, please share it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.